This video will explain how to complete the implementation profile for the American College and University President's Climate Commitment, or ACUPCC. We'll discuss what is required to submit your institution's IP and demonstrate how to complete the IP using the ACUPCC reporting system. This is the full ACUPCC timeline for reporting. After the campus president or chancellor has signed the commitment, the institution has 2 months to complete the first report, the implementation profile. What is the implementation profile? This profile provides basic information about contacts at your institution, immediate goals your institution will take on the path to sustainability, and the structure for implementation. Although the IP is due within 2 months of signing, it is the responsibility of the institution to ensure that this contact information stays up to date. These are the categories of information that you will need to complete the report. Basic campus information must be submitted, as well as information about the implementation liaison or individual responsible for implementing the commitment and submitting reports, and your institutional structure. Remember that you can change this information at any time, so you can always go back and modify if your campus changes their procedure. Note that in basic campus information, you will need to provide information about the US DOE climate zone that your campus is located in. If you are unsure about which climate zone you are located in, reference the most recent version of the U.S. Department of Energy's Guide to Determining Climate Regions. In addition to these areas of information, you will also need to select 2 of 7 tangible actions that your campus will pursue. You can find out more about these tangible actions at the link listed here. Now it's time to submit the implementation profile. All reports are submitted and edited on the ACUPCC reporting system at rs.acupcc.org. To submit a report, first you will need to log in the upper right-hand corner of the RS reporting system. Use your email address and login provided by the Second Nature staff. Once you have logged in, go to the left-hand navigation and click on Submit or Edit a Report. Under My Implementation Profiles, you should see the name of your institution and a link to begin or edit your implementation profile. Note that some information will be pre-filled in. Please ensure that you check this information to make sure that it is correct. Also, all fields in red will need to be completed. Under Institutional Structure, fill in the name of the implementation liaison, as well as the format of the institutional structure here. Remember that you can always change this information if your institution modifies the process for implementing the ACUPCC at any time. Under Additional Implementation Contacts, you may submit up to 3 additional persons who are involved in submitting information on ACUPCC reports. If you do not need to provide other contact information, you can leave these fields blank. If you leave each of the 4 fields blank, you will not be required to submit information. However, if you begin to fill out one of these boxes, you will need to provide all 4 of these information areas. Finally, you must submit information about the tangible actions that your campus has chosen. Check the box for each of the actions that your campus will pursue, and be sure to provide a description of how the information will be collected and how you will submit information about that tangible action in the future. Finally, you can save the implementation profile as a draft or submit it publicly when you are ready. You can always edit the implementation profile at any time by returning to Submit or Edit a Report. For more information about submitting the implementation profile or submitting other reports, please use these resources on the ACUPCC site. Second Nature is the supporting organization of the ACUPCC, and our staff is always here to help. Contact us with your questions at acupcc@secondnature.org or using the telephone listed here.